If you're buying a new Apple Watch in 2025, there's three excellent choices: the SE3, the Series 11, and the Ultra 3. And the pricing spans on these from about $250 all the way up to $800 and beyond, depending on the bands you customize them with. So the bottom line is the Series 11 is going to be the sweet spot for most people, but the SE3 offers the greatest value we've ever seen in an Apple Watch. And the Ultra 3 is still an amazing option as well, with some features that are missing from the other watches. So the first watch to talk about is the SE3. This is the one for the essential user, a first-time buyer, or anyone who's budget conscious. I tested this for around a week and I barely noticed a difference between using the Series 11 or the Ultra 3. This really delivers the core Apple Watch experience with all the notifications and applications you would want. It works great for tracking workouts as well. And the biggest feature upgrade is now the SE has an always-on display and it has faster charging as well, which finally makes this useful even if you want to use it for sleep tracking. It also has all the same core safety features, like it has the fall detection, crash detection, and essential health monitoring like sleep apnea notifications and the wrist temperature sensing. So what are you missing with the SE3? You don't get the full sensor suite, so there's no ECG or blood oxygen app. And the screen isn't quite as nice. The second hand isn't going to move on this one. It's on always on display mode. And the viewing angle on this is not as good as the others as well. So you may have to adjust your wrist slightly to see it. But if you just need time, notifications, and activity tracking, the SE3 is still a fantastic option. Also, the SE3 still supports the irregular heart notifications, even though it doesn't have the full ECG. Next, we have the Series 11. And to me, this is going to be the sweet spot for most people, which is my default recommendation for anyone who's looking for an Apple Watch, namely because of the display on this. It's a little bit thinner and wider than the one on the SE3, and the sizes of this are just slightly smaller. It's also got a brighter 2000 nit display versus 1000 nits on the SE3, and it's easier to read if you got it at an angle or off to the side, which makes this feel a lot more like a watch. So I love that this is more visible even when your arm is off to the side. It also uses more advanced technology to have a smoother and clearer image on the screen, even when it's dimmed down. It also has the full ECG and blood oxygen apps, and the build quality on this is a little bit more refined than that of the SE3. It's got some more improved materials on it. Also, the battery on this is boosted to an official 24-hour battery life with the fastest charging speeds. So this is the model to get if you really care about health tracking and you want the classic Apple Watch design. Finally, we have the Apple Watch Ultra 3. This watch is really not for an everyday user. It's more for a rugged adventurer, ultramarathon runner, deep sea diver, or if you just like the design of the Ultra 3. It's bigger than any of the other models, coming in at the 49mm size with a very durable titanium case. It's got 100-meter water resistance versus the smaller water resistant on the others. It has the brightest screen ever at 3000 nits of brightness. The real great feature of this, though, is the multi-day battery life. So you can get 42 hours of battery on a single charge, so you can go the distance and not have to worry about recharging this. I found I had no issue with getting 2 days of battery life out of this. It also has a special action button on the side of it that you can customize to do a variety of different features. And it even has satellite connectivity for emergency communication when you're completely off the grid. So if you need maximum durability, multi-day battery life, and all the best sensors, the Ultra 3 is the model that you want to get. So if you're trying to decide between these, which one should you buy? If you're new to the Apple Watch ecosystem, I finally can recommend the SE series because this is a real value king, has the always on display mode, has almost all the same features as the Series 11, just not quite as comfortable. If you want the brightest, clearest screen, full health monitoring, better comfort, and all-day battery confidence, the Series 11 is the one I would recommend. And if your adventures require multi-day power and extreme durability, buy the Ultra 3 for the extended battery life and also for the more rugged casing on it. If you're interested in buying any of these, I'll have links for all of them in the description below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content. Also check out my other videos for more in-depth reviews of each of these three watches.